My God. That is wackiest, most insane thing I have ever heard. She is batshit crazy. Thank God she didn't kill you. She obviously planned on it. Did Dan really kill himself? Did you ever get to speak to him to tell him everything she had done? I am so very sorry you had to deal with Hannah the Scubidoo I like weed and maybe 3 people weed. Vintage shirt. But the police said that it wouldn't be attempted murder unless she actually shot me. They said they could have arrested her on felony intimidation if she came back. But she never did, and then I moved. No, Dan did not really kill himself. I spent 7 years believing that he did. He tried but thankfully wasn't successful. It was just another lie. Scubidoo I like weed and maybe 3 people weed vintage shirt. Tank top. V-neck. Ladies tee for men and women. Tank top. V-neck. Many years later I tried to contact him on Facebook but never heard back from him. It was apparently a horrible time in his life and I haven't bothered him since because I don't want to pick at an old wound. I wouldn't put it past her to make a fake Facebook account under his name with his pics. It just seems like a new Scubidoo I like weed and maybe 3 people weed vintage shirt. Damn op, I woke up to go pee and ended up staying up for 45 minutes stuck on this thread. That was such a and so fucking interesting. I'm sorry you went through this, but I'm so happy you made it out alive to tell the story. You're brave as hell, girl. You need to make this shit a movie. I was invested from the moment I started reading. Official Scubidoo I like weed and maybe 3 people weed vintage sweatshirt. Hoodie. Sweatshirt. Hoodie. Well, it turned out that he was bipolar and unfortunately had a downward spiral that I am sure was not help any. However, and I didn't put this in only because it was already stupid long. But he wasn't actually dead. He spent a lot of time in a mental health hospital. His friends were mad at me because they didn't know he had a pre-existing condition and blamed me for his Scubidoo I like weed. And maybe 3 people weed vintage shirt. They were right. I found out 7 years later. Good on you, op, for attempting to follow up and do your due diligence. Hopefully, that will be the last you ever hear of her again. It sounds like they were at least invested enough in the rehab that maybe they could get her to a doctor. Other products.